Yo, what's up? It's your boy Donell Jones. Shawty drive a stick shift like a NASCAR. You know I got soul. Peace.
Alright, Donell, so the new album Forever is out now. Kind of give us a little introduction to it.
The new album is Forever, man. It's one of those albums, man, you can put on and let it play from beginning to end. You know, going into creating this album, I just wanted to make songs that mean something, you know. My previous record was more about cheating and that aspect of love, so I just want to make a love album, you know, something that lovers of the world can just play, you know, make love to, drive long distance to. I mean, just one of those just feel-good albums.
I noticed on this album you got some classic Donell sound, mixed with a little bit of, you know, some new type stuff, experimenting a little bit with a new sound. Was that what you were going for?
It was definitely what I was going for. You know, I wanted to try to incorporate what's going on today, but also keep the same elements of what I've done in the past, you know.
Right.
And I feel like I accomplished that goal.
Right. And you still do, you know, the writing for yourself. What inspires you as a writer, you know, now at this point in your career?
You know what, man? Just everyday life. You know, my personal experiences, things that I've been through in the past, all the way up to today. You know, this album Forever is truly what I'm going through right now in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a relationship. I love the woman that I'm with. I just wanted to profess it on record.
You write, you produce. I know you got your own studio. What is your creative process like when you go in there and just start creating music?
You know what, man? It's funny that you asked that because I really can't say I have a creative process. I just go in the studio and whatever happens, it happens. You know, sometimes I'm amazed at what comes out.
Right.
You know, so I really can't say I have a process. Sometimes I'm in the car and an idea pops in my head. Sometimes I'm in the studio. Sometimes I'm on an airplane. And just ideas just come. And I just say it's from upstairs, man.
Right.
You know.
Something I noticed recently, you haven't been doing a lot of collaborations, you know, as we've seen from you before. Is that by design, or is that just the way it's worked out?
It's by design.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes I feel like when you have a lot of artists on your album, it tends to sound like a compilation album instead of your album. So, you know, on the remixes, you know, I'm all for bringing everybody in and you know, putting them down like that. But for the album, I like to keep it just myself.
So this album, once again, Candyman Music and E1 partnership. Is that a good spot for you? Do you like being there as opposed to being on the major, you know, at this point in your career?
Honestly, I do, you know, because I have a say. You know, I have a say so in my career. I get a chance to pick what songs I want to come out. And not only that, you know, as a businessman, you know, I feel like I write the songs, I sing them, I produce them, so why shouldn't I have ownership of them, you know?
Right.
So it just was a natural progression for me to move forward in my career.
Right. Now, you know, mainstream TV and radio aren't supporting artists like yourself like they once were, so, you know, what's it like for you trying to get that exposure? What's the hardest part about trying to get heard like, you know, you should?
You know what, I wouldn't say it's extremely hard. It's really about, man, just work, man, just work. It's like grinding, you know, just getting back out there, shaking hands, kissing babies, man, and just letting fans know that you're still here, you're still around, and you appreciate what they do for you, you know? Like doing shows like this, you know, for free. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's because it's really about connecting with the fans, you know? If you build the brand, they'll support it.
Now, through the years, I've always encountered, you know, male fans of R&B who are drawn to your music. It's so relatable to them. You know, you touch their emotions in a certain way. Is that something you know you could take pride in as a male R&B singer?
No, I appreciate that, man. Because I mean, you know, most males don't listen to guys. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the way I write my songs, I write it from a guy perspective, as if, you know, a woman listening to understand how we feel. You know what I'm saying? So when guys listen, they be like, yo, I can play this for my girl, and she can understand. It ain't all the time. It ain't all about, you know, getting in the bed and all that. It's some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Some real emotional shit that we go through, and sometimes we don't know how to get it out, how to say it.
Right.
So, you know, that's what I do.
Cool. You've been at this, you know, so long, I think over 15 years. So, you know, what major changes have you seen, you know, since your debut, My Heart, came out in the mid-90s? What major changes have you seen in the industry?
Man, the industry it's not even the same. It's not even close to being the same, you know? Back when I got in, you know, fans had to send fan mail in, and now, you know, we can connect directly with the fans through social media, man. I mean, I would say in some ways, it's a hell of a lot better, and then in some ways, it has gotten dumbed down a little bit, you know what I'm saying, with technology. You know, technology is a great thing, but now it's made it where everybody wants to be a producer, you know. You know, you can buy a setup for a couple $1,000 and you're a producer. You know, so there's so much music out there that it's about quantity over quality.
Right.
You know, and that's what I feel like has changed.
And just one more, you know, something you mentioned on stage, the Where I Want to Be album, that's the one people, you know you for. Some don't even realize you had the My Heart album. So what do you remember most about creating that Where I Want to Be album?
What I remember most about creating the Where I Want to Be album is that, just like this Forever album, I lived that album. Everything about that album was what I was going through in my life at the time. Even the song Where I Want to Be. Every word of it was true to what my life was. And I think that's why it resonated with so many people, because a lot of people was going through the same thing at the same time, you know. And that was just one of those albums you could put on and just play it and feel some kind of some sense of freedom or some sense of something that it gave you, you know. So when people go back now, listen to it, it's a memory to them. They can go right back to that time that they was having, and that's what I hope they get out of Forever.
Cool. So anything you want to add? Yeah,
I just want to say, you know, I want to thank all the fans for supporting me throughout the years. Big up to E1 for giving me the opportunity to create my own label and be able to bring music to you guys. So make sure you support the album. It's called Forever. It's in stores now. Hit me up on twitter.com/Donell Jones 96. Also facebook.com/Donell Jones 96. And my Instagram is Donell Jones Forever. Peace.